Phase 3, position number 1. This is the money phase, as we like to call it, because it is really the phase that we discovered about 15 years ago through a lot of initiation of video training in our training programs. And this one position has revolutionized how we have really been able to enhance and affect hundreds, thousands of players that have come through our program. And part of that recognition is that there is this beginning of contact zone, as you can see in the yellow line on the screen, that once a player breaks that plane, he is about to enter into the contact zone. And it's at that point that it's important to be in a series of different positions. Now, when we discovered this, we realized that there was a lot of personal attributes that people wanted to apply to their own mechanics, particularly in their startup stance. And you see a lot of different variations. But, part of the process, in the stance, moving into from the stance into phase 2, which, again, phase 2 really begins the process of focusing on the absolutes, where you have to be. And of course, that triggered position that we finished in position 8 of phase 2, that frame is where you have to be. It's an absolute. So you can stand any way you want to, but you really have to be in that position to transition effectively into now what is the phase 3 position and enter the contact zone with the following. As you can see, you would want to take your player's swing clip and move them to a position to where the hands are just on the belly button or just a little bit beyond. We know that the frames sometimes don't always line up, so there is some margin of error there. But once you get to that point, you freeze the clip, and then you can begin to go into all the different positions that you absolutely have to be in. And we're going to talk about some of those absolutes in this series of phase 3 positions, but we wanted to identify really where this all starts. This is kind of the midline of the body. You can see in this position the hands and the knob have penetrated that line. We freeze it from there. Now let's go on and begin to review some of the things that are much more important in the process, and some that are there to help aid the process in this phase of entering the contact zone in phase 3.